What's up, edge traders? This is Adam Winnig, and in this video, I'm going to show you how a client of ours named Casey passed the $200,000 prop trading challenge, and he did this all strictly using a Forex robot or expert advisor. In this video, I'm going to cover which expert advisor. I'm going to show you exactly how he did it, what the settings were, all that jazz, and show you proof that he actually did it. But just to give you an idea, he literally paid a fee, okay, to take this challenge, $799 US. He used a Forex robot to trade on his behalf, and he was able to pass the challenge, and now he is on his way to getting funded $200,000 worth of trading capital. And he paid $799, okay, one time. Now, this is huge, okay? And I'm gonna explain exactly how he did it and show you all the proof and everything, but the one thing he requested, he actually made a specific request here. If we look in Telegram, he said, just make sure Adam has massive chest hair showing, please. So, that's his one request. I did decide to wear a slightly revealing low-cut shirt. Unfortunately, I got made fun of so much on my last video for having so much chest hair out that I decided to trim it, and it's, it hasn't grown back yet. What's up, edge traders? Adam Winnig here. And again, in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how one of our clients, Casey, passed the $200,000 prop trading challenge, and he did it all using a Forex robot. I'm going to get into the settings, exactly how he did this, so that way maybe you could do it as well. Obviously I can't guarantee your results. Everything, results vary depending on market phase and, individual effort and all that sort of stuff. And, trading is risky and all that jazz. So with that being said, let's take a look at this. So if you're unfamiliar, there's these things called prop firms, right? Where basically they'll fund good traders and they have these challenges. One of the more popular prop firms is called FTMO, right? And they actually recently just came out with their $200,000 challenge, which basically it's the same thing. You basically need to do 10% profit with no more than 5% drawdown in a day or no more than 10% total drawdown overall. That's how that goes. Now, this deal is €1,080, and so that's like $1,300, which is great, right? And then you have the second phase where basically you have 60 days to do it, and then you become a funded trader, right? If you're not familiar with this process, you can watch other videos on our channel. But that's really great. But there's this new company called the proprietary.com based out of Australia, and they have a $200,000 challenge as well, except for it's like almost half the price. Like not quite, but pretty close. It's only $799 to get funded $200,000. And the cool part about it is you only have to do 8% profit. Only 8% profit with the same drawdown requirements. You can have 5% drawdown a day or 10% drawdown overall. So it's just, it's 20% easier than FTMO, and it's significantly cheaper. And so anyways, that's all good and stuff. But I want to talk to you about how our client passed it using an expert advisor. And I want to show you how you can do the same thing. We have a lot of people that have passed challenges. I mean, sure, if you look in our Facebook group, you see them all the time. I mean, there's like, I don't know how many we've helped pass, but probably like, I don't know, I'd say close to 100 or maybe even more at this point. But basically, here's the proof. You see the 200K trial, he did 8% growth, which was $16,000 in profit. You can see a little bit about how he did it. So he took 256 trades. He won 83 out of 125 long positions. He won 84 out of 131 short positions. You can see his total lots and all that sort of stuff here. You can see the currency pairs that he traded over the course of this challenge. You see he did his 8% profit. He mostly traded AUD CAD, CHF JPY, and AUD NZD. He took one trade on Euro JPY by accident. That didn't even really count. I think he closed it for like a $1 loss or something like that. So it doesn't really matter. But he used AUD CAD, CHF JPY, and AUD NZD. Okay, in just a second, I'm going to show you the expert advisor and the settings that he ran as well. What else? You can see the winners versus losers here. You can see that broken down over the hourly. And then here you can see the FX Book or the FX Blue account here. Basically, you saw he made the 8% profit, right? 8% on 200 grand is 16 grand. He made it. His peak drawdown was 3.7%. So you can see that there, weekly return, all that jazz, right? You can see the main pairs that he traded again right here. And then any other thing that you want to see, like risk to reward ratio, whatever, all that's sort of good stuff right there. But the main thing is he passed it, right? Which is awesome. So how did he actually do that? So a couple things. So if you look at the account here, so you see this big dip right here. So he basically, there's one dip and then there's two dips here. And he basically addresses it here, why that actually happened. He said the first dip is $2,500 lost. It was due to me being an idiot and not disabling close all trades on Friday. So I guess he had a feature in our software where it would automatically close all the trades on Friday. He accidentally had that. And so he had that big dip, right? And on the second dip, his equity protector was hit, which basically is a feature in our software that essentially means that, if a pair goes into too much drawdown, it'll basically knock you out. Okay. And that's what happened there. Okay. But But even with these two mess ups happening, he was still able to pass the challenge, which is really pretty awesome. How did he do this? Well, number one, he's a member of Blue Edge Financial. So if you're not a member of Blue Edge Financial, then you can't use our software. You can try out the exact same expert advisor that he passed with on our website, www.blueedgefinancial.com. You can see more info about it. You can sign up for a free trial. But really the reason why Casey did so well is because he's actually a member of our funding blueprint, which basically is a program where you get a discount on all of our products. And basically we give you the exact settings, and you're in a group with a ton of people that have already passed, that have already gotten funded. So you kind of have that support and community as well. Okay. And again, if you just go into like our group, you'll see, I think by now we've helped more people pass than pretty much anyone. I mean, I could just go through like some of the testimonials that we have. I mean, this was somebody today that, passed. There was this guy passed. I think that was today that came in as well. I mean, you just see them in our group like all the freaking time. So, I don't really have time to go through all of these. You can, join our Facebook group for free and you can take a look at all that. But anyways, so here's the deal. Okay. Casey paid for this challenge. He's out $799, right? He used a Forex robot to take all of his trades. He didn't take any manual trades. And basically he's now in the process of getting funded $200K. He passed the hardest part, which is the $200K, challenge part, right? And actually Casey is interesting because he passed FTMO. So he passed FTMO using strictly Titan X. And I think he passed it like 3 times or something like that. And now he's passed the prop trading as well. Okay, which is awesome. Are you going to pass every single time? I don't know. It depends on the market phase and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not making any guarantees here. So just cool it with that. Okay. But do we have a lot of people passing? We do. Okay. He's a member. So he gets access to our settings. So our expert advisor, our robot, uses these settings. If you're a member of ours, this is how he did it. He basically traded on the M1 time frame and used these 3 currency pairs that we talked about, right? CHF JPY, AUD NZD, and AUD CAD. You can see his settings here, basically his starting lot size, his lot size multipliers, pip step. And again, if all this stuff is confusing, you're like, what the heck is all this crap about, pip step and, multiplier, yada, yada, yada. You'll learn more once you become a member. And I mean, everything will make sense. We walk you through it really quickly, or you can just basically copy and paste the settings that he used and you can use it. But the main thing here, what he did was he used a weekly goal feature of 2.5%. So basically all you do is you'd run the expert advisor until it makes 2.5% in profit. And once it's at 2.5% in profit for the week, he'd close it out. He'd shut down the expert advisor. Okay. And it would stop trading. And that's how he did it. That was his strategy. And within basically 3 weeks, he was able to pass, right? So he just let it do its thing. Okay. And there's obviously other settings here. And yes, this is a cost averaging software. Ours is quite advanced because we try to do whatever we can to prevent blow up potential and to prevent and eliminate the real fat tail risk end of the spectrum, which a lot of other softwares, they just don't, a lot of other people, they don't have the data that we have. I mean, we have literally hundreds and hundreds of people testing all of the time for us. So that's why a lot of people don't have success with other robots. But essentially, yeah, once you become a member, you can see all these settings. You can see exactly how he did this. But the main thing that I want to drill into your head is this. Okay, this is the main thing that I want you to get. Okay, Casey paid a total of $799, right, to pass this challenge and get funded, which by the way, this is refundable once you actually pass the challenge and get funded. Okay. So this was his initial, investment, so to say. He's now on his way to being funded $200,000. So get this. He's now going to be funded $200,000. Okay. Now look at this. Let's just say he doesn't even do 2.5% per week, which he did the past 3 weeks. Let's just say all he does is 1% per week. Okay. His very first week, okay, he makes $2,000, right? That's pretty good. Okay. His fee is refunded. So, this is pretty much all profit. He gets to keep 80% profit. The prop firm takes 20%. He keeps 80%. So yeah, that's $1,600, right? That he keeps. Okay. Now let's say after a month, that's all he does. He does 1% a week. He runs it real conservatively, gets out of the market each week. Okay. After a month, he does 4%. Okay. Well, 4% on a $200,000 account, that's $8,000. Okay. That Casey has the potential to take home now. And what's his risk? His risk is nothing. He's already got the $799 back and he was refunded for it. His risk is nothing. So even if he paid the $799 fee, right? And he failed the challenge. Okay. Well, most people are unsuccessful because after they fail, they just quit instead of learning and trying again, right? And getting better. Well, let's say that he does it again. Boom. boom, okay, and he fails again, let's say not till the third time that it actually passes and he gets funded, okay, well, this fee is going to be refunded, this one's going to be refunded, but he's out $1,600. His very first week, he covers his initial investment, okay, his risk into this deal. Okay, that's why this is such an interesting opportunity for Forex traders and why it's probably one of the biggest opportunities for Forex traders right now to get access to a lot of capital, not have to risk their own money. Okay, and you see how powerful this is. Now, let's say that Casey goes out and he gets funded multiple times 200,000. Now your head can start to spin. And anyways, I just wanted to draw this home because, this is one guy's results. This is Casey's results. They're real results. Your results may vary, but we do got a lot of people that are having awesome results that are doing similar stuff to what Casey's doing. So if you are interested, then go ahead on over to blueedgefinancial.com. You can try the Titan X robot for free for 7 days. You only pay us if you actually feel like it's worth it. And if not, then we'll give you all your money back. Okay. So with that being said, if this was interesting, check out some of the other videos on our playlist. I have a whole playlist dedicated to different people passing the challenge. We did interviews and strategy and all this sort of stuff. And I think you find it really, really interesting. So again, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and click like and subscribe to the post notifications. So that way you get reminded anytime a new video comes out. And hopefully this was helpful and can't wait to do business with you and to serve you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.